Welcome to the Christian Success Show, the show that helps you achieve more success in every area of your life. I'm your host, Wes Young. Thank you for joining me today. The Christian Success Show is brought to you by Christian-Success.com. Visit Christian-Success.com to join the community and check out the special $7 deals designed to help you achieve big success in specific areas of your life. If you want personal help achieving more success, you can find out how to work with the top Christian life, success, and business coach and consultant at Christian-Success.com/coach. Now, let's get started with today's show. Today's show is titled, You Always Have a Choice. This is something that I'm very passionate about because it's made such a huge difference in my life. As a matter of fact, this is one of the most powerful things I've ever learned and used, if not the most powerful thing. And it's the fact that you always have a choice. No matter what situation you're in, no matter how bad things seem to be, you always have a choice. Now, you might not like the options, but you always have a choice. Now, let's talk about what always having a choice has to do with success and achieving more success. Basically, you make choices every day. When we're talking about your success, you figure out what you want to be more successful at, or in what area you want to have more success, and then you make choices. You choose whether to do what needs to be done to bring you closer to achieving the success you want, or you choose not to and do something else. And it is a choice. Success is a choice. You can either choose to do what you need to do to become more successful, or you choose not to and to stay where you are. And it's okay. There's no judgment. It's completely up to you. But the fact that you have a choice is what's important. That's a powerful thing. You can choose to stay where you are or choose success. You can choose to be miserable or choose to do things that make you happy. You can choose to be poor or you can choose to be rich. These are all choices. Everything that happens in your life, you have choices. It doesn't happen very often, but if I get down and when I'm in my darkest hour, remembering that I have a choice or have choices helps bring me out of it. Like I said, you might not always like all of the options, or you might not like any of the options you have in a bad situation, but you have a choice. If things are bad and seem like there's nowhere to go or nothing to do to solve a problem, you still have choices. You can choose to just lay down and roll over and take whatever the bad is, or you can choose to fight. You can choose to never give up. You can choose to keep moving on. You can choose to be a good example. You can choose to find something that's going to help you. You can choose to start doing research and work to find a way out of whatever situation you're in. The power of choice is an amazing thing. So, what's the biggest challenge you're facing right now in your life? This can have something to do with success, but it doesn't have to. It can be anything in your life. What's the biggest challenge you're facing right now? All of us face challenges on a regular basis, and we all handle challenges in a different way. Some of them are bigger than others, and some of them are more important than others, but they're all important to you because they're happening to you. So think of just one challenge right now that you're facing today, and then let's take a look at what your choices are. Think of every possible choice that you have in this situation. Even if it seems silly or seems like it's a choice you would never make a list of them. List every single choice that you have about this challenge. And then Pick a choice, pick the best choice, and go forward with it. Move forward with it. Use the fact and the power of choice to help you get unstuck. Often when we face a challenge or a situation in our lives that's not good, it's easy to think the worst, that, oh, doom and gloom, the worst is going to happen, this is the end. And so often that's not the truth, and also it affects our mind so that we just look at all the negative things and the negative side. And when this happens, usually it stops us in our tracks, and we just stay in one spot, and we wallow in the angst and the, oh, woe is me. And the problem with this is, even though you need to be realistic and you need to be aware of the good and the bad and everything that's going on, you can't let it stop you from moving forward. You have to understand, but you can't wallow in it. You have to move on. You have to be able to get started again. So often, just the first step will help bring you out of whatever situation or doom and gloom mood that you're in. So, think about what you're facing right now, list your choices, and make a choice, and then follow through on the choice. I've used this so many times in my life, and it's helped me through tough periods in my life, that I know this works. I know it helps. It doesn't solve the bad things that happen, but we always get to choose how we react to everything that happens in our lives. We get to choose how we react to things when we're trying to be more successful and it's not working as well as we wanted. Or we also get to choose how to deal and react to things that we don't have any control over. If you have children, eventually you learn that they're not always going to do what you think they should, and they're not always going to act the way you think they should, no matter how well you've trained them or taught them. They're going to do things. So you don't have complete control over how your children act and do things, but you do have complete control and a choice out of how you react to that and how you work moving forward. The same thing if you're having problems with your spouse and a disagreement. You can't control everything about your spouse, but you can control how you choose to deal with these things. And, perfect example, your spouse and you are having a disagreement about something, and you're starting to get upset, or maybe even starting to get angry. You can lash out and yell and make things worse, or you can try to calm down and have a logical and calm conversation. You're much more likely to come to a long-term understanding discussing things in a calm manner than getting into a shouting match. And it's your choice how you respond. If someone that you don't know says something mean to you on the street, you get to choose how you respond. You can ignore it and go on having a great day, or you can respond and get dragged down into the muck where they are. You get to make the choice. I'm sure you know people in your life that seem to be more positive than others and always seem to be happy and positive and always focusing on the good. Well, this is a choice, whether they made the choice consciously or subconsciously, they have chosen to look at things in a certain way and to focus on the positive. And then you also know people in your life probably that always seem to be down and negative and always talking about how bad things are. Well, they have made the choice to look at everything negatively. The fact is, there's good things and bad things, both, that happen in all of our lives. And we don't have control over all of them. As a matter of fact, we don't have control over a lot of things that happen in our lives. But we completely have control over the choices we make. And the choices we make on how to respond and process and use the things that happen to us in our life. So, the first thing that I want to make sure you take from this is the power of choice. You always have a choice. Remember this. The next time you face a challenge, remember that you have a choice. You have choices. And then take a look at all your choices. Try to separate yourself from the situation and list all the possible choices that you have. And then make an educated decision and use the best choice you can and move forward. Sometimes that's all you need, is just to make a choice, realize you have choices in order to get you unstuck and to get you moving forward. And then you come to the next choice and you do the same thing. Inaction is not going to help you achieve the success or get out of the issues we face in life. The only thing that's going to get you closer to your success goals and get you out of situations that you're not happy with is action. And action starts with making a choice, figuring out that you have choices, figuring out what they are, and start taking action. Choose to be more successful today. Choose to be more happy today. Always remember, you always have a choice. I want to sincerely thank you for joining me today. I know that you have plenty of options on how you spend your time, and it's an honor you're letting me help you achieve more success in your life. God bless you. Don't forget to check out the special $7 deals designed to help you achieve more success in specific areas of your life at Christian-success.com. If you want personal help achieving more success, you can find out how to work with the top Christian life, success, and business coach and consultant at Christian-success.com/coach. Have a blessed day.